Okay, so yes, class. This is chapter number 7, rivers. We have already started and discussed this part, right? So, can anybody tell me about what is river and system? What we have discussed in this chapter? Anybody? Ji Alicia?
Miss, a river is any body of water that is falling in a natural channel on the land. It flows from the highland, that is mountain, to the lowland such as plain. The river, its like flow is influenced by gravity. A river system always consists of a source. It is where the river begins from, where water comes from. This is usually up in the highlands, in the mountains, and then slowly as it comes down, other streams join the main stream. These streams are known as tributaries that join up the main stream, and then the river it ends the where the river ends as it goes into the sea is known as the river mouth. And from there, the river mouth, uh, some streams may stream may break out and flow into the sea as smaller channel known as distributaries. This
Okay,
whole
stop.
system.
Stop. Yes. So, like Alicia explained all the components of river system as well. I want other people to speak up. Mustafa, are you there? Muhammad Mustafa.
Yes, miss, I'm there.
Mustafa, can you please tell me? Hmm. क्या होता है ड्रेनेज बेसिन watershed Jaze जी
Yes,
Jaze, are you
miss.
there? जी, can you please explain me about the watershed and the drainage basin?
मिस मैं वो ला रहा हूँ फिर बताता हूँ आपको.
सामने अच्छा ठीक है बुक अभी क्यों आ रही है एक्सेप्ट अलीशा जी क्या हो गया भाई
System is enclosed within a drainage system. It is closed like within a drainage system is a limited amount of area where the river is enclosed. A drainage basin is the area of land drained by a river and its tributaries. The area of the land that is drained by a river and its tributaries. Tributaries means the smaller streams that join the main river is called the drainage basin.
ठीक है so it means basically where are all the components are covered in one area we call that the drainage basin and the boundary that covers the whole drainage basin we call that the watershed and basically this watershed makes a separation or you can say the make a separate boundary from one river system to another river system. We have discussed about the hydrologic cycle or water cycle. So for this we have already watched the video as well where we have studied more components that is given from a book, right? So these are the four components we have discussed about the uh, water cycle that involves our precipitation, transpiration, evaporation, and condensation.
Water cycle, which is also known as the hydrologic cycle, includes four processes: precipitation, transpiration, evaporation, and condensation. Precipitation
Okay,
are
there is
basically
stop. Yes, so who gonna tell me about the transpiration? Jaze?
Miss transpiration.
Yes.
Transpiration is when the plants when the roots of the plants absorb water in the ground and they transfer it to other parts of the plants, and when the water is in the leaves release the water as water vapors through their stomata. This process is known as transpiration.
Okay, very nice. Basically, or you can say the plants or trees absorb water through the roots of plants, basically, right? And when they, you can say, travel and get the water by the stem, and they transfer into the leaf. As I told you, there are some small holes inside the leaves, basically, which release water as a water molecule into the atmosphere. And these basically water molecules, when they evaporate as a water molecule into the atmosphere, so they become clouds, okay, or the heavy clouds. So we call that process condensation, right? This is the next process of the transpiration, that is the condensation, the first one. So who gonna tell me the all four processes of water cycle or the hydrologic cycle? Yes.
Miss first
uh,
one is precipitation. Miss first one is precipitation. In precipitation, cloud we get either rain or snow from the clouds, which then goes into the ground, and then the evaporation occurs. In
and
this
how this
process, the
evaporation
heat.
occurs, Bashir?
Yes, I'm telling. From in the evaporation process, the sun's heat in the water evaporates, or which causing it the water molecules to rise into the atmosphere and make it as a water vapor.
Okay.
Means after that is transpiration. In transpiration, the roots of the plants will absorb the water the water present in the ground, and it will transfer the water into other parts of the leaves, and in turn release the water as water vapor into the atmosphere.
Okay, so these are the four processes we have discussed in the water cycle. They all are main points. So you have to go through it the whole picture as well. Okay. Have we completed the river course? Have we started this part course as well, right? About the characteristics, upper course, what is the middle course, and the lower course. Okay. Process of erosion we have discussed, right? So basically, who wanna tell me about the hydraulic action? This is the processes of erosion. These are the G, hydraulic action. Who gonna tell me about the hydraulic action? Okay, Alicia.
Miss hydrochloric action, it occurs due to the powerful forces of flowing water that causes cracks and line of weakness to occur in the side of river channel, and causing the river bed to break down by loosening material. Over time, is these loosened materials, they then get dragged by the powerful force of the flowing water.
Okay, and what is corrosion? Except Alicia. Corrosion क्या होता है? Sunera.
Yes, Miss. Miss solution corrosion, which is also known as solution, refers to the solvent action of river on the soluble minerals in the rocks which are on the sides of the river channel and the river beds. This action causes
Why
to
these
dissolve
rocks
the
release?
minerals.
Wait for a while, Sunera. Why these rocks release mineral? What is the reason behind it in the water? Gialina?
Means the minerals are weak and soft, that is why.
Exactly. Minerals are weak. And if you remember in the previous chapter, we have discussed about the soft minerals that can be easily broken into pieces, or they can be easily dragged away through any, you can say, the medium of erosion. Okay, any agent of erosion. So it could be the wind, it could be the water as well. So like over here, we have discussed about the rivers, or you can say the water. So this is the reason solution to the solvent action of river water on soluble minerals. So definitely these minerals, those who have those rocks have a soft minerals, they can be easily broken into pieces or into the mineral form into the water, and they can be easily traveled, or you can say the solute make a solvent solution inside the water. जिस वजह से आप लोग कलर भी डिफरेंट कभी देख लेते हैं या फिर sometime it happens. Okay, attrition we have discussed about. That means they are talking about the rock particles. ठीक है, बहुत सारे फॉर्म्स होते हैं आपके पार्टिकल्स के, ठीक है, स्टोन्स के पार्टिकल के शेप्स में होंगे, पैबल्स की शेप में होंगे, बोल्डर्स की शेप में होंगे, यानी कि डिपेंड्स अपॉन द साइज ऑफ द स्टोन और द पार्टिकल. So basically when they collide each other, definitely inside the river, and just because of that they can be easily flown into the water. This section caused the rock to break up into smaller rock fragments and become smoother and rounder. जो बड़े particles होते हैं जब टकरा रहे होते हैं continuously because of the flowing of water, they form, or you can say they break up into smaller fragments or smaller particles. So they can be easily, you can say, flown away into the water in a smoother way and the rounder way. Now the processes of transportation. So who gonna read this part?
Miss, may I?
Mhm.
To pebbles. Traction refers to the way heavy river load rolls and slides along the riverbed as they are carried in the water. Some of these rock fragments are so heavy that they can only be moved during flood conditions.
Okay, so basically what they're talking about, traction. Okay, it means depend upon the load of consistent materials inside the river. It has they have a different size, weights and range, from large boulders to pebbles, जो छोटे particles बन जाते हैं. So उनका travel करना पानी के अंदर मुश्किल होता है. Definitely एक certain weight है उनका, ठीक है, and they can be moved only just because of the flood condition. फ्लड कंडीशन जब ज़्यादा होगी डेफिनेटली, तो जितने भी पैबल्स होते हैं या बोल्डर्स होते हैं फिर वो ट्रैवल कर रहे होते हैं, एंड सम टाइम दे मेक और दे क्रिएट हैजर्ड्स इनसाइड द रॉक, और यू कैन से इट कैन बी द हैजर्ड फॉर द फ्लोइंग ऑफ वाटर. क्यों? ज़ाहिर सी बात है, जब इतने पैबल्स और इतने ज़्यादा बोल्डर्स जो हैं वो ज़मीन के अंदर ट्रैवल करेंगे, पानी के अंदर ट्रैवल करेंगे ऑन द रिवर बेड, सो डेफिनेटली फ्लोइंग ऑफ वाटर में रुकावट भी आती है, ठीक है. और समटाइम्स जब प्रेशर ज़्यादा होता है तो ये फिर फ्लड कंडीशंस की वजह से दे कैन बी इजीली मूव. जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस रीजन ऑफ द हैवी वेट एंड डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ साइजेस, वी कॉल दैट प्रोसेस ट्रैक्शन. आपने ओके, सो द सॉल्टेशन. यस, यस मरवा.
Saltation. Saltation refers to the way the river loads such as coarse sand and small pebbles hop and bounce along the riverbed as they move down the river. When the force of flowing water is able to pick up these rock fragments momentarily, they will move along the riverbed in a series of hop and bounces.
Okay, so it means small pebbles hop and they can be easily bounced in the riverbed. Simple, they can be easily move with the flowing of water. ठीक है, सो ये सिर्फ पानी के साथ मूव कर रहे होते हैं और ये सीरीज में मूव कर रहे होते हैं, तो ये एक पार्टिकल का पार्ट है. सस्पेंशन, फाइन सिल्ट एंड स्मॉल पार्टिकल्स. ये सभी है, ये सभी है. यू हैव रेज योर हैंड. Okay. Fine silt and small particles like clay are carried along in the river through the process called suspension. Most rivers carry their load as suspension. Mostly, if we compare the sand or a clay, the sand has more, you can say, the smoother consistency. ठीक है, as compared to the clay has a smoother consistency as compared to the sand, क्योंकि sand में आपको थोड़े particles दिख रहे होते हैं, ठीक है, लेकिन clay बिल्कुल muddy होता है और बहुत ज़्यादा जो है वो smoother consistency का होता है. This is the reason how this clay carried away in the river. जब वो definitely when it carries in the river, so इस process को हम suspension को बोलते हैं, ठीक है. Most rivers carries their load as suspension. Solution, again the same thing has come over here. When the rivers flows through rock containing soluble minerals, these minerals will dissolve and get carried along in the river as solution load. In the image that is given over here, how this slit, sand or you can see the pebbles, they are moving. Solution में आपके पास same चीज आ गई है, how these minerals of rock dissolve in the river water, or they can be easily traveled from one place to another. Process of transportation in a river channel is given over here कि किस लेवल पर, या फिर आप कह सकते हो कि किस पर्टिकुलर प्लेस पर जो भी पेबल्स हैं या पार्टिकल्स हैं या सैंड है वो ट्रैवल कर रहे होते हैं. जो सस्पेंशन लोड होता है वो अपर लेयर ऑफ द रिवर्स पर एग्जिस्ट करता है, जहाँ पे बैड लोड ज़्यादा होता है. फॉर एग्जांपल बोल्डर्स या पेबल्स और द हैवी मटेरियल, normally it stays on the river bed. Process of deposition. Yes, who gonna read this part? Okay. Yes, Abiha.
Process of deposition. This refers to the process by which the river deposits its load on the riverbed. Deposition occurs when the river is unable to transport the river load any longer. Deposition can happen at any point along the river course. When a river loses its energy, large boulders and stones get deposited first. Generally, smaller and finer river load like silt get transported further downstream before they are deposited.
Okay, so basically deposition occurs when the river is unable to transport the river loads. Definitely. Because of that, you can see the huge load of pebbles and the boulders inside the river. So definitely जो पानी का जो movement है या फिर उसका जो way है वो change हो जाता है rivers का. आप लोगों ने बहुत सारे ऐसे rivers देखे होंगे या फिर so definitely when these type of pebbles and the boulders they deposited at one place, so it makes the movement difficult of flowing of water. When a river loses this energy, large boulders and stones get deposited first. So at particular place, ये boulders ये particles जो होते हैं वो river bed में deposit होना शुरू हो जाते हैं. ठीक है. Smaller and fine river loads like silt get transported. These type of silt and smaller the sand particles that can be easily transported further downstream before they are deposited. So this is the process of deposition we have covered. Any questions so far up till now?